just finished filming my makeup tutorial routine. I did these heatless curls, but I didn't really film the process of it because it was a crazy long process. I will film another video on that. I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed because I'm wearing a little dress and I cannot wear that because we're in January. And I'm gonna go to the bank to cancel my checking account because that's a whole story within itself, which I will tell you guys on the way there. So for now, let's go put on an outfit. You guys, my couch is a huge mess because I've been washing these little couch cushions and I left them out to dry, and those are dry, so I will put those on when I get back home. I'm gonna wear my Jordans. These are super cute. I love them so much. My boyfriend gave them to me, and I don't know how I have a boyfriend, but I do. And that's crazy. All right, guys, so here's my outfit. Super cute. For fragrance, I'm gonna put on this beautiful Billie Eilish perfume. It's my favorite because it smells like vanilla, and I love vanilla. Deodorant. All right, so I'm ready to go. I love this hair so much. A little sweater because it is cold. All right, you guys, so the audio is gonna sound so bad, and I'm so sorry about that. It's because my car has a Tomei exhaust and it makes it extra loud. When you're not filming is really nice. So I haven't really talked much about on YouTube, I don't think I have yet, about how we opened up a pizza company about a little bit over a week ago. And we've been trying to open it for 7 months, but obviously when you open up a business, you invest in it, and we can't pay each other right now because, girl, we're struggling. It's a lot of money. You have to buy the food, you have to pay all the bills off first before you can think about even paying yourself. So obviously that's like been an adventure within itself. All right, guys, so it's future me. I filmed this video about a week ago, and I'm editing it now to post it hopefully today. But I wanted to reiterate and make clear some things that I just said. Basically, I just hadn't told YouTube about a really big part of my life, which is that we've started a pizza restaurant. It's called Pizzeria Napoli, and I'll show you guys a little business card. Here it is, our little business. The reason I wanted to make things a little bit more clear is because the audio really sucks on that video because my car is just so loud. So I wanted to just make things a little bit more clear. The idea started in April to open up a restaurant. A little backstory: my mom and dad had a pizzeria in Costa Rica, and it was always my mom's dream, and I'm so happy that we were able to make my mom's dream come true of having a pizza restaurant here in the United States. It took us from April until December. We were finally able to open towards the end of December. This place was like a little gym. I think it was like wrestling, boxing, something like that. I'm not exactly sure. It just wasn't a restaurant, so we had to make it from scratch. And I'll give you guys a little tour now. So here is our dining room. We just have, I love those little lights. We have just about like 6 tables and 2 little bar stools. Here's me editing the video. And here's our little register, our little booth here where we have some things, our little machine. It's funny because I just never thought that we would be doing this in this time of my life, but life is unexpected, and this is a really good thing, so I'm really happy. And our kitchen is back there. So basically from this wall back, none of this was here. So we had to build all of this from scratch, and it took a very long time to do that. Sorry, there's a lot of background noise. It's the oven. The oven's really loud. So that is why it took so long to get open. Also passing the inspections, the restrictions, everything like that. It took a long time to get over those hurdles. Thank God we are now open. We've been open for 3 weeks now. At the time in that video, we were open for 2 weeks. Now, the reason why I had to cancel the bank account, and more of what I was talking about, was before this, I was working at a job for 1.5 years, and I was very used to a monthly income. Every week I would get a paycheck. Obviously, when you don't have that at all, it's a big change, and it's been a lot to get used to, but I'm grateful because it humbles you and it makes you so much more grateful for what you do have. I do not say that by any means to get any pity or anything like that. That's not my point in this. My point in this is just saying, if anything, I'm super grateful to be in a restaurant, something that me and my family invested in. the second part is that I'm super grateful that I can be humble, because when I do have something, it just makes me 10 times more grateful for that. You don't realize how grateful you are for something until you don't have it anymore, or it's as easily accessible as it once was. So that was my point in this whole spiel that I was saying, in this whole little thing that I was saying, was just that I'm very, very grateful. But obviously, I'm not going to deny the fact that it's a huge change from having a weekly income, monthly income, to having like the 5-10-ish% of what you used to have. Yes, that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to make that clear because I just felt like my words were jumbling and I wasn't really able to say it. The reason I had to cancel my bank account was just because I wasn't really able to have money in there, so I was getting non-sufficient funds, so I needed to close that account for a little bit. I basically just needed a fresh start, so I just opened up another one where I can be much more manageable about it and much more careful about it, so I don't get non-sufficient funds fees and everything like that. You just have to readjust to some certain things in your life, so that's what I'm doing now. But I'm very grateful. I have a roof over my head, I have a car, I have food, and that's all I need. Jesus, most importantly, above all things, Jesus. Obviously, that's just how it is when you start a restaurant. You start at the bottom of the ladder and you work your way up. So even though it's been a big change, God is so good. I'm just very grateful. So yeah, that's all I wanted to make clear, just because I just was sort of scrambled and the audio was so bad in that video because my car. I hope that you guys can understand what I've been trying to say, and thank you guys for listening. Alright guys, so I just closed it. Well, not really, because I still have like my car loan there, so I sort of have to keep it. Not like the whole thing, but just like the savings part. I'm just really happy because that's a huge weight off my shoulders, something I really had to do. Okay, let's go back home. If you guys have ever had like anxiety about driving, I was the most anxious person when it came to driving, but the more you do it, the easier it gets, I promise. Sooner than you know, you'll be driving like a pro. I don't want to make you guys like watch me clean again, because I swear that's all I ever do is just clean. But I'm just gonna clean just a little bit and super quick, I promise. You guys, I promise you, once we get out of this like little place in life, we'll be able to do some more fun things. Alright guys, I thought of a better idea to just talk while I clean. That way we can get 2 things done at once and you don't have to watch me clean. I'm just gonna clean my vanity. Since there isn't really like food at the house because we have been just at the business, we've been eating pizza every single day. We've been eating a lot of pizza and I'm not complaining, but obviously I just kind of felt it in my heart that I needed to do a fast. And I actually got really inspired by listening to this testimony of this girl. Her name was Jessica, I think. Let me put some lipstick on because I'm bad at like my lips. Her testimony is amazing. I listened to it all while I was at the pizza and it was slow. And just really spoke to my heart, really inspired me, and I just never ever fasted before, and I just really want to do it. And I researched a little bit more into the fast, and I wrote a lot of notes about it. And the number one thing it said, it's to quiet your spirit so you can listen to God, because whenever you are going against your flesh, going against what your body wants, wanting to eat everything it's used to eating, wanting all of that, it like sensitizes your spirit, making it more vulnerable to his voice, especially if you're doing it for God. I'm just really excited about that. I don't know how. Randomly one day I just picked up the Bible and I just really wanted to just grow closer to God, and ever since then I've just been doing a lot better spiritually. I have yet to share my testimony and what my life has looked like, what I've done, things that I am ashamed of, things that, even though I should be unashamed because I am free in Jesus, I am still really ashamed of. And I've had a hard time forgiving myself because I never thought that I would sin in that way. And I was always like, it's none of people's business. Like, I'm just gonna keep it to myself. The truth is, whatever you went through, can help somebody who's going through the same thing. Because there are certain things that I wish I could have heard that I want to tell girls or men or anybody who's gone through the same thing that I've gone through, that would make you feel better about yourself. Pookie's knocking. And basically, to sum it all up, I have been a Christian. Unfortunately, there's a lot of judgmental people out there, and we're not called to judge. And personally, I tell you this, like, if you have encountered a Christian who has been hateful towards you and mean, I'm so sorry, because it really hurts me that they're representing God in a bad way, because the God I know and love and serve is a loving God. He's a God who is love, pure love and kindness. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people who don't embody that, which is crazy, because it's like the easiest commandment to remember. It's to love other people, even if it's hard. There's people out there who are hard to love, and I'm sure I'm hard to love for some other people. And that is okay, because we have to start with ourselves. If we want to see a change in the world, it has to start with us. We have to do better so we can make the world a better place. But it 100% starts with us, because if you can't change, why do you think other people are going to change? With that said, basically, one day I just started reading the Bible more randomly. After my long journey of this specific sin I was in for a very long time, it's been hard to like reestablish my relationship with God, but I have not done that for almost a whole year. So obviously separating yourself from the sin is like the key part to renewing your relationship with God. That is not to say that does not mean that I am not tempted. I am tempted every single day. Through Jesus, it is possible for me to resist that temptation better. Basically, I am fasting, and I just feel like this is a really good step in like my walk with God and actually being committed to God, because I'm just basically making my flesh suffer so I can be strengthened in Jesus. If that makes any sense, I'm not sure. But yes, this fast, I'm really excited for it, and I never really challenged myself, so I'm really excited about it. And I saw a video, and I think this is like really good, where you praise and worship, do a devotional or Bible study, and then pray 3 times a day for at least 5 minutes. Like, that is really good, because if you start off with those 5 minutes, I promise you, whenever you get in the rhythm of it all, you start to like, oh wow, I've been here for like 15 minutes, and it's not 5 minutes, it's more than that. And it's actually really fun to spend that time with God and just pour your heart out to him. I think I don't know if it's something that just happens when you get older, whenever you've been raised in like in God's ways, like you just kind of start to find your own passion for it. I don't know, but I'm just happy to be on this journey, because it's, like I said, like it's been really hard. I was not a good child of God for a very long time, and I look back and I think it was like a year that I was in that, and it just breaks my heart, because it breaks my heart how I broke God's heart basically, and how I was so wrong. And I'm just so happy to be in the right path now, avoiding that sin, leaving that sin behind, and taking up this new mindset, this new desire to be a good daughter of Christ. What I want to say is, you are loved and you are forgiven through Jesus, and this is a really big part of it. But a huge part of repentance is, yes, being very sorry, but it's also leaving that behind and doing your best to not do it again. That is an extremely big part. The point is, okay, I sinned, but I'm not going to do it again. I'm going to try my best not to do it again, because it's like cheating on your boyfriend or girlfriend and you just saying sorry and then just going off to do it again and again and again. Obviously, that's not the right thing to do. The right thing to do is to leave the sin behind and try your best to not do it again. That's the truth about it, because we should always do the right thing, even if it's hard to do that. Especially whenever you are in this world that we are in, where everything is very put in our hands. There's so much to say about that. essentially what I'm trying to say is, in the world that we live in, it's super, super hard to stay on the right path because we are super heavily tempted, especially when everything is put in your hands. And that's all I have to say about that one. Okay, so now I have cleaned my vanity. So I'm currently washing all of Pookie's old, his little mat and his blanket. But since Pookie is literally never in there, he always jumps out when we're gone. I decided to just make this a little area for my books and just to look a little better. I still need to get my brother-in-law to take off, sorry, my hands are wet. I still need to get my brother-in-law to take off this because they left it behind. I just wanted to make this area look a little bit more cozy. There's the bed, the little other bookshelf, my vanity. All of my beauty products are in there and in the vanity. I need to get some more flowers, my little lamp, and then this little table, which I never eat on, but it looks super cute. And then here's my TV, Pookie's all nice and bathed. And then my little coffee table and my couch with all nice and clean cushions. So I'm all done now. I'm going to do a little Bible study. Also, I can't wait to get some decor on these walls because they're super bare, and cover that little thing right there because it does not look the best. Anyways, so I'm going to do a little devotional. Alright, you guys, so my room's all clean. I've done my little devotional. I left Pookie a little blanket there, so he is nice and comfy. I'm actually on my way out because it's my 2 years and 7 month anniversary with my boyfriend, so I'm gonna go get something to eat with him, and then tomorrow I'll start my fast, even though I did fast like all day long. What the 767 767. Alright guys, so it's very dark in here, but I just got some pizza and I got leftovers, and let's go home. So this is what my days look like, and then tomorrow I am going to have to work at the pizza at 11 in the morning. I get out at like 5-ish, which is not bad. Pretty sure we're gonna end the video here. Where did I go? So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for taking your time to watch this video, and I really hope that you liked this video, and yep, I will see you guys in my next video. I love everyone so much, and have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye everyone.